Hi Aries, how's it going? Welcome to Pisces season. Let's take a look at what is happening for you this month, Aries and Pisces season. So I'm going to try and break this down a little bit differently this month, so we'll see how it goes. So the big events, the sun moves into Pisces. And Pisces is all about being dreamy and it's about intuition. It's about escapism. Kind of floating out there in the ethers that can be, or confusion. And the sun has moved in with Jupiter and Neptune into your 12th house of what's hidden, of what's in your mind. That for an Aries might be a little difficult. Aries likes to take action. It's a cardinal sign. It likes to move, and find solutions, take action, push things along. And all of the energy in Pisces, the sun now, Jupiter that moved into Pisces, and Neptune that has been in Pisces. It's probably given you a very rich dream world. You could have been experiencing a heightened intuition, but you might feel a little bit unmotivated or lazy, which is not bad, but for an Aries, it's probably difficult. Or you could feel just, in a fog in some areas of your life. And this month, the sun moving into Pisces, the first few days of Pisces season up until today, the sun was actually squaring the nodes that are traveling in Scorpio and Taurus. And Scorpio is our fears. It is what's deep underneath the surface. Scorpio and Pluto represent a lot of things, but Pluto wants us to let go of something, and that's where the South Node sits. So those things coming up for you with that square to where you're already possibly in a fog or in a dream world, is all it's the square Taurus and Scorpio is squaring the sun in that area for you. And so that's a taking away of some kind of fear, a bringing up of something that you haven't been dealing with or talking about, and moving it into something that is more tangible and beautiful, uh, which is what Taurus is. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Now, those nodes for you are sitting in your second and your eighth house, which respectively are the houses of value and money. And that includes valuing yourself, valuing the people in your life, so your relationships, but finances and relationships could be a heightened issue. If you happen to have planets or points in Scorpio and Taurus, it would be intensified. So with that square to the sun in Pisces, along with the Jupiter and Neptune that's already in there, if you are dealing with something that is confusing, and you're finding it hard to stay calm, and just sit with it, and let your intuition, sort of take over and give yourself some time to process that. It'll be an easier transition if there is one in those areas for you. For an Aries, like I said, that might be a little difficult. It would be real easy to become frustrated in a situation like that, and then fall into an escapism of sorts. And with that energy of Pisces energy being in your 12th house, you may not be talking about it. The 12th house is also the house of self undoing. So if you've got points that are hitting those nodes and squaring that Pisces energy in your 12th house, it's a really good time, if you don't feel like you can make a physical move, to actually find a way to release, find a way to stay calm, whatever that is for you. It would be a good idea for you to find a way to do that. If you're an Aries rising that is comfortable in that space of sort of the in between and the unknown, or feeling a little confused, and which is unknown, obviously, but feeling a little bit stuck on something, then you should be able to sit in that and just write it out and go with the flow. Is really the best way to handle that. With Venus and Mars also traveling together still, and they are traveling conjunct in the area of life for you that represents what you're committed to. So your career, possibly, a spouse, a parent, a parental relationship. The Mars and Venus energy in Capricorn traveling together, which is very serious. It wants us to build something. Venus and Mars together, they kind of give and receive, take action, and then, Venus can sit back and be ready to, sort of see the fruits of Mars' labor, which really is the idea between masculine and feminine energy is reception and action. But it is in Capricorn, so it's very serious energy to add, and it's Earth energy to add to that square in Scorpio and Taurus. But in Capricorn, it is a cardinal energy, so it is an action oriented energy, which could mitigate some of the frustrations that you may be having, if you are having any, because Aries is a cardinal sign, so they're action signs. Yes, Capricorn is requires a more serious type of action than Aries energy generally takes. They just want to move, and then sometimes they'll move a little quickly and they'll think later. But they are very strong and action oriented, very fearless. Aries are fearless. So that Capricorn energy may have brought a little bit of a somber effect, sort of a pulling back of, we need to be a little bit more calculated about the things that we're dealing with, again, in the area of your career or anything that you're committed to. So serious, but still allowing movement, which is a good thing. And Mars and Venus will be doing a dance, traveling together, sort of offsetting and balancing one another through most of the month. The good news is Mercury, that was in Capricorn as well, which was causing or asking us, it was bringing serious thoughts and planning to that entire process that was occurring for you in that area of life, down even into a more serious level. And now Mercury has moved into Aquarius, which is a little bit, gives us a little bit more freedom to actually, receive or process our thoughts and emotions in a little bit of a looser way, allow us to actually feel a little bit of movement and hopefully a little bit of relief, hopefully not anxiety over what it is that you've been dealing with. Hopefully that Mercury in Aquarius doesn't create more anxiety. It can. Uranus is the planet of static, technology, and so it can create some anxiety. So that Pisces energy can offset that if you will let it do its job. So for this month, if you're dealing with something difficult, and Scorpio and Taurus, those nodes where the sun in Pisces in your 12th house is squaring, those are fixed signs. So chances are it's something that is tangible, or the end result will be tangible in your life. So it could be something serious, or at least something that requires careful thought and planning. So that Pisces energy can help you relax a little bit, breathe, take a breath. It's a good idea to think about self-care. Sleep more if you need to. Yoga would be good. I know Aries likes to move, so yoga might be a good thing to do. It is Pisces season can bring some relief, especially after the sun being in Aquarius, and it will. It's just important that whatever it is that you're dealing with, you allow yourself the grace to relax and settle in and not be so hard on yourself if you are in a situation where you can't take action. Uh, so that's what's going on with Aries. Could be going on with you, Aries, this next month, and use that Pisces energy to relax a little bit. And if you have a tendency, because Pisces also rules addiction and escapism. If you're struggling with anything in that area, just keep an eye on that, because it's real easy for us to slip into something that makes us feel better, that we had a pattern with before. So just some things to keep an eye on. Otherwise, I hope that it's just really a dreamy month where things are flowing very nicely for you, and there are no issues, and that could definitely be the case. This does, what I mentioned doesn't apply to every Aries rising. It all depends on our other placements in the chart and what points, the degree points that the planets that are transiting are hitting in your charts, as well as the elements of the signs. So hopefully, maybe things are going great, and Aries is moving along just as much as they always like to, and not having any issues. So that's what's going on in the month of March for the most part, even though we moved into Pisces uh, a few days ago at the end of February, February 18th. um, or was it the 16th or 17th? I don't know. It's I'm not looking. I have all of this written down, and when I'm trying to talk through the horoscopes, it's like I have to look up and look down and look up and look down. You can't keep the dates in your mind, but anyway. So hopefully that was helpful. I will be back to do your horoscope at the end of next month for April. And in the meantime, if you would like to take a look at your birth chart, get a hold of me at Gemini Fire 65 at msn.com. I'd love to take a look and get to know you. Um, yeah, so I will see you soon. And yeah, in the meantime, may the stars forever be in your favor. And I'll talk to you next time. I'll see you next time.